Hello?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, what's up?
Not much, Celtic.
Good morning.
Oh, morning, Metal.
Morning.
How's everybody?
Pretty
Tired.
solid. Hey, EC. The dog pictures. The puppies.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
my
gosh, yeah. Oh. Hey, Bryce.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. Just chilling out.
We was just placing some buildings.
Yeah, I've got to place mine soon. Waiting for building day. Oh, it just started.
Hey, you guys, third rail still exploring my freaking castle.
Oh my gosh, he just loves
It's been
being
like
in
a 12-hour exploration or something.
So it's like, it seems like that's insane. So it is just like a full exploration, targeted almost, but probably still random.
I've stole his stuff twice. So I took it, when I first noticed it, I pressed on it and it gave you an option to take the stuff he's been exploring. So I took it, and then I went to sleep, woke up, and it's still in there, so I took it again. So I'll let him get away with some stuff.
That's
Oh,
funny.
well, that's awfully generous of you.
I've just never seen it before. I was like,
Me
what the
neither.
hell's going on?
Me neither.
Oh, by the way, you can do that for all explorations, by the way. Not just like you pick onto your castle. If you happen to find them outside, you can steal from them. The same
And now I
way,
just
yeah.
think
Says
he's
that you
scouring
stole
the map
from
to
them.
be a jerk. That'll be my personal vendetta. Finding them.
Yeah, but you can see in the thing that it shows that he stole from them.
Yeah.
That's satisfying. That's a whole new level.
You know, when you go
for like
into
a
the
12
messages.
hours. It's gotta be a rule.
Yeah, it's been going for
Steal
ages.
from you.
I didn't know you could do that. It's when your castle's so big, when you go to explore, you must have to go, like, you know what I mean? When you update your castle so you haven't got much exploration space or something in your screen.
Supposedly you have to go through advanced. You have to research it. I don't know, something like that.
No, it's-
some people study.
Oh, yeah,
Who is
see. A research.
I thought it might be a castle upgrade like 22 or something. 23.
I think it's a research. I haven't tried advanced till they tried it.
Might be in zone com or zone conflict or something. Something like that.
Zone com I finished, so it's on. I'm not, like I said, I'm not even sure. So advanced. See, VIP privilege not purchased. Oh, you got to. It's a VIP privilege.
Ah.
Okay. So
Yeah,
you
because
gotta
he had
have
a
VIP
lot.
shop.
He had a lot of stuff, man. He had a lot of resources when I took it off him. More than just the normal exploration.
Okay. Like, how much do you remember?
Really?
Oh, a lot, like 45,000 or something. And it was RoC stuff too. It was like the wood but it had the other stuff too, the normal stuff that you explore.
Mm-hmm.
Are you taking
But I
you
quickly
can
pressed
steal
it.
military supplies?
Oh, Chris, I don't know. I can have a look, but it's not much. It's just the basic stuff, but it was a lot.
So,
More
yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I was a
Oh,
bit weird.
really? You cheeky bugger. So that's why you were so happy about VIP.
So it must just pick anybody's castle. Because I haven't explored that much lately anyway, so I suppose if you go advanced, it's just going to pick anybody.
Okay, now that's something new I have to get.
Yeah, because I haven't explored much at all.
Explode normal because when you don't have any resources, you might as well just send them to
Yeah,
explore.
yeah, that's what I just meant. But I've had heaps of resources lately, so that's what I mean. I haven't
Right.
had it for like
Right.
a couple of weeks since RoC finished.
Yeah,
Been
yeah. Lately, I
upgrading
haven't done it yet. But earlier,
I
had,
send
like,
I send my open explorers out every night.
when you're gathering or something.
It's good for gold. It's mainly good for gold.
Hey,
Yeah,
Miss
that's what I
Corco.
use it for. Alright, I'm gonna make a drink. I'll be back.
Nice.
Hello, I'm here.
Yes. And L2, what's going on, girls?
Just enjoying taking tiles today, finally.
I know, same.
I forgot about the stamina struggle.
Oh, yeah.
Now I'm like depressed again.
It's real.
Even though we talked about doing giants yesterday, you still forgot today.
No, I didn't. I mean, I just like now I'm remembering the
It's
struggle.
like coming back like PTSD. I'm having flashbacks.
Yeah.
I ran out of stamina and I was like, oh great, now I have to like wait a whole 8 hours again.
I know.
So I'm just gonna stare at my screen until then, I
It was
guess.
my
No, I'm
last-
just kidding.
Messing with people. Yeah.
A whole segment, what to do when you have no stamina in RoC.
It needs that. Well, I guess you could go to work for 8 hours. When you're all down.
That sounds rough. But shout out to all of those people who work for 8 hours and more.
I mean, that's what I do.
I
Whenever
know,
I,
I
get
know.
down to
Like,
10 stamina,
specifically talking
I
to
send
you.
my gathering out.
You like rolled in yesterday, you're like, just came off of a 14. I'm like, okay. This guy. Or was that you? I can't remember.
It was a lot. It was a long ass day yesterday.
Hey, Cry, is tomorrow research day?
Yeah. So I think because today's building day, tomorrow's research day, and
Okay.
then my favorite, hero day.
So it's
All the
defense chat.
Say it again.
Oh, defense chat tomorrow. That's all.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll be
I was
here
gonna make
taking-
sure I'll be there.
Likewise. Hey, brother. Kicking it.
Tiling.
Well
No.
rested.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. What?
Hello, hello. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Nothing. Just hanging out. I wish. No, no. No, I'm still at my mom's. Living in the basement. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yep. Hello. Not much. Not much. Yeah, all good.
My wife's asleep right beside me.
That is me. Did you get a new microphone?
I wish.
Oh,
Does it
was
sound?
just louder
Does
today.
it sound better today?
It was just louder
Yeah.
than it has been.
Cool. Cool. Well, hopefully that's a good thing.
Did you get some
I-
rest?
I did get some rest. Yeah, I stayed up for a while. And then I slept for another while and I felt good. So I'm here. I'm ready to go.
Awesome.
Yeah. Thanks for all your help yesterday, E.
I tried, but then I passed out with my phone in my hand. I almost was late for work. It was crazy.
Worth it.
Totally worth it.
No, that's awesome. I do appreciate you helping out there in chat and all that, placing buildings. Thank you, thank you.
Sure.
Thanks for being here. Also, Prime, is that you, brother?
Yeah, I'm here.
Whoa, how I've missed you, my old friend.
Yeah, I haven't been on Discord a bit.
Yeah? How's life? Life fresh? Killing it out there in the world or what?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Good to hear, brother. All good on your end? You can see stream and everything? Good to go?
Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Thanks for being here. Kai, how are you, friendo?
Oh, always good, always good. How are you?
So fresh, so clean.
Oh, fresh, so clean.
I am clean. I actually just had a shower, just in case anyone's wondering. Metal, how are you?
Hey, buddy. How's it going?
Beautiful balmy day in Kuwait or what?
Actually, spring day. It's lovely. It's already sun's out. 6 a.m.
Whoa. Good times. All good on
I
your
just-
end?
Yep. All good.
Awesome, man. Thanks for being here. Miss Corcat,
Cheers.
hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
How are you doing?
How are you?
I'm fantastic.
Yeah, good.
Good, good. Let's check something out. How is RoG doing to start off the season? Let's see where you guys are sitting. Oh, number 8. Look at them go, guys. Look at them go. They're tiling away. Well done. I see you guys are leading in 3-4-3, so that's good. Good job. Good job. Keep it up. Oh, there we are at number 15. We're going, guys. We're making some headway. That's good. Second place in our state, it looks like. Good work. Good work. So yeah, I wanted to start out each session today with one recognition each time. And hopefully it's not the same person every time, and it fosters some competitive juices amongst our teammates. But let's go into, for COP, if you remember, we used to, there's like the state MVP and all that stuff, but I used to do a all mail with our team MVP. Everyone remember that?
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So those people clearly have a grasp on the game. They're doing the basics, they're doing the more advanced stuff, and they're doing well. They're crushing it. And actually, I forgot to send the all mail, but MetalnRoses, is our tiling MVP for today. MetalnRoses 7 days in a row last week. He was first place on our team. So congratulations to Metal. Well done, brother.
Congrats, Metal. You're amazing.
You crushed that. That zone commemoration makes a difference, doesn't it, brother?
Good one, Metal.
Huge difference. Huge difference, man. Zone com. Thanks for like that.
Yeah.
It's a huge difference, really.
You did it, man. And then, most importantly for today and for the near future, he's #1 on the leaderboards for our state. So he is the MVP for tiling right now. So that's great. And he had a question, actually, I'll address right now. I don't know if I gave you the proper answer when you asked me, but the times multiplier. So it's multiplying your influence value. When you hold #1, that's the best spot because it'll multiply it, and then it's harder for everyone else to catch you, right? Because if you go down to like someone that doesn't have a multiplier, like me, I'm at 1.2 multiplier. Like we could have similar points. Well, not very similar, but you're getting 4 times the multiplier for your points, right? So which is pushing you even higher. And then most importantly, the nice thing about it is you get a ton of gold each reward period. Right? So in first place, you're going to get a mass amount of gold. So congratulations.
Yeah, I'm already getting quarter for mil, but.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So you're getting 10 times the amount I'm getting every 8 hours, which is a nice little help.
Good chunk.
Yep. So that's awesome. Congratulations, Metal. Keep up the great work. And I didn't talk to him about this, but he's going to give us a little bit of a tactic on tiling, because our topic today is tiling and specialization, I believe. Is that correct? Am I on the right day? There's a graphic somewhere in the world. Tiling and specialization today. Anyone can confirm that's what I'm supposed to be talking about?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Tiling, tile clearing's in there too.
Okay, yeah. Okay, perfect. So yeah, that's what we'll talk about: tiling, specialization, all things to do with kind of that. Today, we'll kind of focus that on our topic, and obviously, we should get some words of wisdom from someone in our alliance that is absolutely crushing it. If you are in the top 10, you're doing a phenomenal job. So first of all, Metal's there. Double G was the highest last season, so not a surprise that he's back up there again. Fox is crushing it. I'm crushing it at 63rd. Don't you guys believe? Like, that's not bad, right? Yeah, so let's not learn tiling from me. But we will say I have to place all these freaking buildings for people, so I don't have the time that Metal has. But no, Metal, you're doing great.
That's
It's
true.
under your breath. You're so lit.
That's absolutely true. It's because you're letting us be #1.
That's it. Yes, yeah. Let's go with that. I'm allowing these people to be numbered. Yeah, that sounds great. That sounds like a real good leader.
Unselfishly.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, win-win.
That's right. But yeah, as many as we can. Actually, I wanted to take a second because like top 10 is excellent, obviously like superb, amazing. But like the reason why it says 50 there, because if you're in the top 50, you got a good grasp of tiling and you're doing the proper things. So I noticed earlier today there was a ton of TTT people in here. We'll see how we sat as the day went on. GS is in there, so congrats, Dr. Drudd. Good job, brother. 35th, he's in there. Vela's in there. Kazakh won. He came over from OIY, a nice Russian guy. And then Green, right there, holding up 50th. Oh, and John. I missed John. Hello, John. There's John. Okay, so...
I'm 56, so I'm almost
Mine
there.
says I'm 47.
Wait, someone's 47?
Bella. Oh,
On my
oh.
game it said that.
Oh, well.
Clearly my game is fooling me.
Oh, I missed CMFL. Okay, I missed a lot of people. Okay, Probably everyone in this call is in the 50th. We'll say that. Okay, we're all doing excellent.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it.
definitely
We won't look at it again. Everyone's doing phenomenal. Good job. Keep it up.
We won.
We
One
won.
quick
Well
one.
done.
I counted yesterday.
Yeah.
And we had 12 people in the top 50.
Well, there you go. That's a good number to strive by. If we can get like at least 10 in the top 50, that would be a good number. 10 to 15, that's good. So let's go with that as a team. Okay, let's all commit to doing our best with tiling to get 10 to 12 TTT, 10 to 15 TTT in the top 50. We good with that, guys? That sound like a good goal?
Yeah, we can do it.
Yeah,
Awesome.
absolutely.
Because I think everyone's TTT here. Just Corcat, Miss Corcat. That's right.
She's on it.
Yeah, that's right. She's basically a TTT. When migration opens, her and Corcat are coming over, right? Oh man.
Nah, you guys are coming to join us.
Oh right, that's what it was. I always forget.
T-Rog.
Yeah, T-Rog.
Oh, there he is himself too.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's hop into the topic. We'll do a little bit of an information smash as usual, 10, 15, 20 minutes here on tiling specialization. Then we'll kind of open it up to questions specific to that, because I know lots of people are asking questions in Alliance chat about specialization. Unfortunately, they're not all here. But hopefully they'll come as we continue on for the night here. But, so, yeah, that's the first hour basically. Then we'll take a short break and we will dive right back into any general questions about RoC in general. And hopefully we'll have a good time. Are we all ready to go?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go.
Awesome. We got Corcat snuck his way in here, slithered his little way into the chat. How are you, Corcat?
How's it going, mate?
So good, brother. We were just saying, you guys are doing well. You're number 1 in your state. I see it. Number 8 here, ahead of GD7.
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah. We were about 6.5 hours ahead of placing our AC center than GD7, so I hope
Nice,
so.
brother. Nice. You're doing well. You're doing well.
Thanks, Anos.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Keep up the great work, brother. Okay. Okay, so where are we starting here? We'll start with specialization, actually, because there's been lots of questions about that. So, now that we're in RoC season again, we can go into the Reign of Chaos hub on the top right when you're in the world map there. So that's one way to access it, and then just for anyone that doesn't know, or for the YouTube, if you're a new player out there in the world, there's a new building that you can do, Institute of War with Reign of Chaos. After the first season, you'll have that. And then you just click on the Honor button there. Sorry, Honor, and then Specialization is the 4th tab at the top. Okay, so let's talk about specialization a little bit. So specialization is very important to Reign of Chaos, is because that's the only thing you keep. Okay, well, and your rewards, right? Obviously, you're going to keep those rewards forever. But you keep your specialization points. You don't keep your honor structures. You don't keep your territories that you've conquered during the season. And you don't keep your points that you've got as an alliance. Okay? Your points are obviously for the rewards, and then the rest is to help you get those rewards. But specialization, you keep whatever level you get to, you can use those day 1 of the next season. So, as you can see, I was able to get to 18, which isn't bad. Probably could have done a little bit better. I think 21 is a good spot if you're a free-to-play player, if you're after it the whole season. But basically, you want to have at least 17. Because the ideal thing, well, sorry, I'll first preface this with TTT members. I mean, whatever alliance you're coming from and whatever alliance you're in, talk to your leaders, get with your team, figure out what the best is for your guys' strategy. But for TTT, our main strategy, right, one thing that we're trying to get better at in Season 2 as a team is what? Does anyone know? The main one thing we're trying to get better at as a team.
Dun dun dun.
Good guess, Kai. That was close. But it is critical thinking. Okay, critical thinking and being able to act without guidance always, like constant guidance, right? Because if we can have like 30 people to 40 people to 50 people on for war, and everyone can act without always needing guidance, then it just relieves the burden on everyone else, and we can smash just a little bit harder. Does that make sense, guys?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Right. And so that's the number one thing we're going after. So I'll be asking a lot of questions to my team during these info smashes just to get that idea, to get your brains kind of focusing on thinking for yourselves a little bit and thinking, intentional thinking and intentional acting, and why are we doing certain things. So basically, for the first week, I think I said it in yesterday's segment, but for the first week, what is our main focus for prep week of RoC?
Getting to 12.
Correct. Yep, that's right, Metal. So getting to as high as possible, 12 being at least 12. If we can all get at least a 12, then we can all hit all the ACs at the same time. We can get into zone 3, 4, 2. We can make multiple strategies instead of just, well, we got to figure out how to get to AC 1 because we can't be in zone 2 and 3, right? Now, obviously, we're probably all pretty much in zone 2 right now, but if we can all push that little bit to get to zone 4 and get those level 12 tiles, then we'll be that far ahead of our competition. So, and in pursuit of that, you'll see that what is the number one thing that we need in order to, the number one resource, I should say, that we need in order to help us get to level 12 tiles. Anyone know that?
Military supply.
Correct.
The like. Oh,
Yep, that's right. L.
Need quarries.
Yep.
yeah, just the military supplies.
Perfect. Yeah, and I'll ask you one more question if you're good with it, L. How do we get the military supplies?
From the tiles.
Okay. Do you know which tiles specifically?
Them in the frontline workshop.
Yep. So which tiles specifically? That is absolutely correct. So which tiles specifically in territory? So there's 6 different tiles in the game. There's and there's 4 that give you this. Do you know which ones they are?
No.
So they're the empty ones, the abandoned farm, so the top row, non-functioning quarry, and then the shabby distillery is the last one. Those ones will give you your military supplies, and then the half-burnt logging site and crumbling mine give you your construction materials, which go to upgrading your frontline workshops and your assault fortresses. Okay, so we had talked yesterday a little bit about pushing those frontline workshops to level 10 as fast as possible, and if you're a little bit of a spender or you want to spend $10 on the game, $10, sorry, American, then you would buy this pack here, Imperial Investment, I believe. Is that right, guys? Imperial Investment, Imperial Supply,
Yeah.
Imperial Investment, and that'll give you enough to push your workshops basically to level 10 right away with the extra. So you get 100,000 off the gate, and then 10. So you get 170,000 construction materials, and then you basically can just focus on producing those military supplies. And it becomes very easy for you to pump that out with your resources. But back to specialization, if we go back to specialization, so we all know what we're trying to accomplish. So what can we do in specialization to help that come a little bit easier? Does anyone know?
Open up another processing queue.
Right, so we have 3 materials. We have 3 materials that will give us our military supplies, right, guys? And those materials are these terrible hadtack. Well, that's a weird name, but okay. Horrible moonshine and chipped marble. So those are the 3 materials. So if we could get 3 queues open, all pumping out military supplies, that's going to help us upgrade those coalition base camps that much faster, right? Wouldn't you agree with that?
Yep.
So, if you're a TTT member, that's what we're going to focus on for the prep week. Is we're going to open those 3 queues and we're going to push to 12 as soon as possible. And when we get to 12, then we're going to talk about what we're going to do with some resets and to do a couple things. So basically that's 17 points. So that's why being level 17 is so important. 17 points. Go to the left and up. The reason you go up instead of down is because processing speed on the upside and just processing quantity on the downside. So it's not really, as long as you're in the game every so often you're refreshing, the quantity doesn't matter, but the speed is the most important. So you get a bunch more speed, you open those 2 queues, and then it depends what you want to achieve. Okay? So everyone with me so far? 17 points in that direction.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone got an objection or a different idea about the first 17 points that you've come up with?
No, not really.
Okay.
So I think we have gone a bit to the right first, so it helps
Okay.
you take high level tiles and then going over that way. So we're trying to get to the level 8 tiles quickly and then focus on processing.
Nice. I like that. Okay, so here's a differing view. This is perfect. This is why we have these sessions, so that we can all learn together. So if I understood that correctly, Miss Corquette, you guys are going to the right a little bit, so maybe 1 or 2 to the right? How many are you going? 1 or 2 probably?
So we went.
To the first node.
Yeah, so we went to
This
what
one?
I told the guys to do. If they had 17, was to go 10 to the left to open up that extra processing queue, because you only need 10
Okay.
to unlock the extra one.
Yeah,
And then dump your rest into
the right.
blue right top row, and that will help get you to higher level tiles. And then you can always switch back in a week or so when you build up a big supply of resources that you need to harvest.
Nice.
So yeah, we went pretty much. If you had 21 points, you'd go 10 to the left,
and then 7.
up row,
And then 11.
and
this
then
way.
11 that way. Yep.
Okay, perfect. So that's excellent. So that's a great strategy that if anyone is above 21 points in TTT, I would advise doing that strategy. If you're below 21, it might be a little bit more difficult because you're not going to benefit as well as you would. You're not going to get to the United Research, or you're not going to get to this queue. But 21 for sure. So I don't know. We have a bunch of people in here that could try this out, especially if you have specialization resets too. Just go ahead and try it if you want. But if you're only at 17, probably the best, I would imagine. Like, I'm at 18, so I can't really do that option. I don't believe it wouldn't work as well for me. So I go 17 that way, and then I just constantly am in there harvesting. I try and only focus on getting those. I mean, it's not working as well as I would like it to, but try and focus only on getting those 3, kind of the farm, quarry, and shabby distillery. And then I harvest that right away, and then I go in there, and then I just refresh right away. So basically, I'm at a good point right now, because like 4 hours is a good enough time. It's pumping out fast enough. An hour, this one, I need a couple more shabby distilleries to make this one a little bit better, so I don't have to come into the game all the time and refresh it. But I'm at a decent point, right? I can come into the game maybe once an hour, do an hourly, and refresh my queues, like 5 minutes in and out, right? And so that's if you are, okay, so let's do that. I like that idea. So if you are 17, under 21, right? Core, it was 21? I believe it was.
So that last that one in the middle is a 5.
Oh,
so
shoot.
to max out that 5, you need you need 24 to max it out. But with 21, you can still get
Open
like
it, right?
2 of the levels. Yeah, you can still open it. You
Yeah,
can still
'cause-
then start building on that.
I had a question for you, Core. So it says each coalition base camp increases 15 bonus loyalty. So if you have 4 unlocked, that means you're going to go 4 times 15, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so then that'll give you 2 levels just about, right? Well, it'll definitely give you a 1. I mean, if you do 4 times 75, yeah, that's pretty good. So yeah, I would say, yeah, I would do that actually. That's probably more beneficial if you're at 24.
Yep.
24, yeah. If you're at 24 and up, so not a ton of our members, but if you're at 24 and up, I would do that. Open 1 queue, bust this open, and then you can get to those higher ones, and then you could reset to open the other queue, and then pump all that material through fast and fast and fast, right?
Yep.
But just so it's not so confusing for anyone that's from TTT going to watch the video, unless you're at 24, so like 95% of us are not at level 24, just go left. Go left, open both queues, and then you can decide what you want to do with those other points. What I've chosen to do, because it's not a big deal, because we're going to reset after this week, most likely when we get to 12. But what I've chosen to do, I'll show you what I've chosen to do, is because I'm going to use every bit of my stamina to tile, I've chosen to put it over in this resource specialization, and I'm just going to go down the middle row and open up this as fast as possible. Now it's not going to go very fast, obviously, but this just helps me get more honor when I take tiles. And that'll hopefully, the idea with that is that'll hopefully allow me to get more levels. And it's been working pretty well. Like, I'm getting a bunch more honor than when I didn't have any points in there, so that's really good. And, oh, there you go, I'm very close to 19. But as I'm taking tiles, that's giving me a more honor as I take the tiles. So just a little bit, not much, it's 3%, but, you know, a little bit can help me as a free-to-play player. Does that make sense, guys? Okay. So I just want to...
Hang on. So
yeah, Jim,
sorry,
go ahead.
Do you have your second one open now? Your second what do you call it?
Queue? Processing queue?
Yeah, in processing queue. Yeah.
Yeah. So you get one for free. I have the second one open, and then I have the third one open.
Can you show me?
Yes, sir.
On your screen?
Yeah. So if we go into territory, or sorry, honor structure, and then click on the production in Frontline Workshop 1, then at the top you'll see there's 3 queues open.
Okay.
And the reason why that's so effective is because there's 3 materials that will give you military supplies right off the get.
Alright, I've just reset mine and gone to the left, like you said. Okay, I see it.
Yeah, and then you can shove those hardtacks in there, the ale, and then the chip marble in there too.
Yeah, because I had destruction power, remember I told you before, but yeah.
Right.
I was going up and to the left, but now I've just gone to the left. Alright, sweet.
Yeah, no, that's great. Yeah. And we'll use some of that other stuff that you were doing before later on in the season. Just after prep week, we're going to reset, and we'll have another little session about specialization. Because we'll open we'll get into this maybe a little bit for our attackers. It'll be basically whichever role you're going to fill on our team, path or attacker, defender, cleanup, is going to be where you're going to put your specialization points after we're kind of at that level 12 tile. Because there's much more benefits to open up some of these over here to get higher level specializations. And later on in the season, if you remember, we have so much, like, you don't need 3 queues. You're burning through that material so fast that you don't need all 3 queues open. Because, yeah, you just get, once you get those buildings up, like, here, let me see, let's go to 1. Once you get these frontline workshops up to a higher level, can we info this? More info, yeah, here we go. Once we get them up, like, their processing power just becomes ridiculous, and they just like pump out material so fast. So you'll probably only need 1 or 2 max, right? You won't need all 3 later on in the season. We can utilize those points to help us maybe in war, or maybe just to push specialization levels to open more stuff and more options later on in the season. Everyone good with that? Make sense?
Yep.
Awesome. So just the final thing, I know there's kind of a bit of information kind of all over the place, but final thing, TTT, unless you're 24, level 24 and up, you're going to go just to the left, open 2 queues, and we'll just smash those queues and fill them as much as possible with, so when you're tiling, focus on getting abandoned farm, non-function quarry, and shabby distillery. Now, that's specialization. Now this leads right into tiling, right? Because if we're all just searching for only those 3 mines, it's going to get a little bit crazy. Shoot. So I want to remind everyone of this, okay? Oh, let me zoom out. So if you see, this is our spot we started tiling at, right? Before we could get into zone 2. You see how many people are here? We need to move. All of us need to move away from this area very soon. Right?
Okay.
So the moment we're at level 5, we can spread out. Some of us can stay here. Not all of us need to go, but some of us can stay here, and some of us can come right here. And some people have. Excellent. This is good to see. I hadn't checked this. But you can tile right off of our AC2, right? You can tile right off of honor structures. So if you're already in level 5 and up, then, and you're getting a little bit crowded out up there at the other spot where that marker is, I'll put another marker down here to kind of come in down here, and we'll work zone 2 from the top and from the bottom, and we'll just kind of spread out as best we can. And when you're going, like, I'm on the edge. If you see where my castle is, I'm on the edge. I'm the only one over here, and I'm going to keep going to the edge like this way. I'm going to keep going so that we don't get all stuck on all the same mines, and we have the problem of like, okay, well, it doesn't feel like there's enough mines for everyone. Well, if we just all keep spreading out as best we can, we don't have to worry about this. Hey, look at this little snake coming in here, Bibble. No, it's all good. But basically, just spread out as best you can, right? Because if we're all going through those 3 mines at the beginning here, it's going to get a little bit crowded. So definitely just think ahead. Like, use your thinking cap, think ahead, and be like, okay, well, there doesn't look like there's many castles down here, so maybe I should move down here as soon as I can get into zone 2, right? And then I can spread out a little bit more. And it's really going to only be... damn. I was going to say it's really going to only be us, but it looks like Rag is already here. That's very interesting. Anyone know where Rag's AC2 is? Must be close by here. There it is. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. We do our thing. Doesn't make sense that it's there, but whatever. Okay. So, yeah, probably go left. Go this way. Because I think we're the only ones going this way, west in the map. Yeah, it looks like we're the only ones over here. No ACs over here. So, kind of, if you're going to start between zone 2 and 3, go there. Is anyone at level 9s yet? I don't think so, right? Metal, maybe? Are you at 9s?
I'm close. Not yet.
Okay, perfect. Well, like, if we can just keep, like, just ride Metal's line. Obviously, he's going to be ahead of all of us, so as he's dropping them, just try and find Metal, okay? As he's dropping tiles, don't take his tiles, of course, that'd be crazy, but as he's dropping tiles, you'll be probably 1 or 2 levels behind him. As he's dropping them, just swipe him up, right? So...
Actually, that's what I wanted to talk to you guys.
Yeah, let's give you a moment here, Metal. I'm going to turn a couple minutes over to you and just let's talk what you're up to and how we can work
Especially
together.
that point, what you just said right now.
Okay.
It's perfect. My suggestion is buddy up. Buddy up with 1 or 2 other players. That's what it really helped everybody. You see, not everybody should be obviously at the same level. Like, let's say for me, I can take 8s right now. Buddy up with someone who can take 6s and 5s. So you all pack together. The one person who can take 5s can take 5s. The person who can take 6s takes 6s, and I can take 7s or 8s or whatever that way, But if you buddy up with two other players, or even one other, it'll make your pathing easier. You'll move towards, zone 2, zone 3 faster. And plus, you're helping each other and not fighting each other at times. This is a suggestion. Because I did this with Bella, it helped. And then when she was out of stamina, I looked for another buddy. I said, okay, can we work together? And I'll move down, you take the 6s, and I'll take the 7s and 8s. And that's how I was able to stay up. So, budding up is, I would suggest, it really works and it helps. It helped me big time.
Perfect. So how do you reach out? That's a great suggestion, by the way. How do you reach out? Just in Alliance chat or private message, or how did you find these people that were...
No, private message is preferable.
Okay.
Because Alliance chat, what happens is you'll have too many people like, I'm in, and it gets confusing. So if you just decide, like, look, you obviously have to look around you and say, okay, look, I've got tiles with Bella, or I've got tiles with Cry. Okay, let me private message Cry and let's see if we can work together.
Totally.
And then move together. It really helps. Big time.
Yep.
And it avoids spats. Spats inside the alliance, it will avoid any spats.
For sure. That's awesome. I love that idea. And to help that, facilitate that, I don't know if I did it yet, but I plan to make one, like, we're going to make a channel, like, you can come on Discord, because that would be super easy, too, if you have, like, as long as you got some free time and you and your buddy, or you and your trio, or whatever is available, come onto Discord, and then you can just talk strategy a little bit about where you're headed, right? But we'll have a couple voice channels in the TTT section that'll be, like, we were using tiles... Yeah.
I just noticed that prior to question and answer, Metal and ECMF and everybody was just using the TTT Alliance chat channel.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah.
Totally enough to facilitate it. I think that'll be plenty.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, everyone good with that?
That's good.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you're just tiling and you're looking for a buddy, pop onto Discord. maybe message someone in the game, be like, hey, I'm going on Discord a year round. We could partner up and do something, right?
Right.
Or message them on
Really
Discord
helps.
even, because then it pushes it through to their device, right? Yeah, awesome. Any other stuff? What other? How are you pushing so fast, Metal? What's your tactics?
Okay. First thing I did was not sleep. No.
Well, I mean, that does help. I'm not gonna lie.
That does help. No, the thing was that you see, I tried to go a little smart about it, but specialization was really the key that really helped me. It's because I had 28 or 29 specialization
Yeah, you had a
points.
little bit of flexibility, didn't you?
Yeah, I was able to, in the beginning I was behind because, people were just, we started with 1s and 2s and then people were already taking 5s in the beginning, like Cat Guy and everything. But then the minute I started taking my tiles, I zoomed up. So it was actually specialization points. And I did use Crocat's idea. I did it last night.
Fantastic.
I just reset right now. I put my buildings, but it's exactly what I did. It helped me take a higher tile. And now I believe I have enough to take 9. I'm just about to reset again now. Actually, if you want, I would like some help with this anyway.
Hey, do you want to share your
Can I
screen?
share my screen?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Let's
Yeah,
do that.
yeah.
I'll hop off here, and you go ahead and share your screen. So I'll thank Metal again for doing this for us. Super useful. We'll see inside the man, inside the number 1
Alrighty.
himself. Yeah. Okay, you're good. Okay, I'll stop streaming, and let's all watch Metal. Yeah, go ahead, Metal. I've got to get it onto
Okay.
the YouTube
So right now,
feed.
I just placed all my buildings, so I put everything down here. I've got 29 points. I started with 27 yesterday. Just from yesterday, today I've gained 2 points. So if you bought your Imperium supply, you should be getting honor tickets. Please don't forget to pop those prior to upgrading all your buildings. I just got a point right now. Actually, I upgraded my buildings just now. So honor structures. Second.
Yeah, that's important though. That's something that we don't want to gloss over too fast. That's important. Meadow, do you want to go exactly
Right.
to your inventory real quick and just show them what you meant by those tickets?
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Just real quick, because I don't have any.
Okay.
So it'll be better if you
All
show
right.
them.
Okay. So
They're down a little bit more usually. Yeah.
speed ups.
Oh, you
Right.
actually probably
Yeah,
used
they're-
them. I think you used them.
No, they're here.
Oh, they're there. Yeah.
See how they
There
are?
you go. Yeah.
Yeah, it's under buffs. So honor points gained through territory occupation and honor structure upgrades increased by 100% for 30 minutes. Fantastic. And if you can couple this with, for example, if you've got extra resets, let's say you can couple this with this branch over here. Can you see this branch? Plus 3%. So let's say you place your buildings. If you've got extra resets, I mean, if you're a spender, this works. If you're not a spender, then it's not so applicable, but I have got to go over it.
Yep.
So the first thing you do is obviously you are in blue to open the buildings and place them. Alright.
One sec, Metal.
After-
Is that blurry for everyone else?
Oh.
Okay, there you go. It cleared up for me now.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, yeah, keep going.
Beep boop, your internet spook.
Yeah, exactly.
So right here, as we go down, we're able to place, the Assault Fortress, the Guardian Fortresses at AC2, AC3, and AC4. As you can see, once you do that, if you've got you've got 2 extra. I mean, we need a total of 3 resets for this. So then you reset again, okay, and you go into here, and you pop them in here, honor structures, okay. After you do that, you see this one. If you're able to get all the way here, large amount of honor instantly higher. The total, basically, it just boosts your honor like mad. So before you upgrade your buildings, pump all the points in here, pop a ticket, okay, and then upgrade everything. You know, you see this frontline workshop, coalition, upgrade all of them here. This will shoot up like mad. You'll get 4 times the normal. I think it's a minimum of 4 times the normal honor points, and that's huge. So, and then automatically, because you get those specialization points, you then want to pop them up. You want to pop them back here to get, that's your 3rd reset, and you put them back here. You go into the left. I mean, it depends. I mean, once you get your frontline workshops right up to 12, 10, you don't need more than 2, honestly. 2 is fine. And as Cocat said, put everything in the right. Because if you see this, each coalition base camp increases 15 bonus loyalty. So if you can max right up to the 2nd one, you're getting 150 extra. That means that's almost 1.5 upgrade you don't have to do for a coalition base camp to take a higher level class. And that's big when you start, you know, when it starts getting really expensive, and it takes days to upgrade your coalition. So you got to keep this in mind. Free to play players should be a little careful, but they can do it too. I mean, you can't do everything, but you can do at least half of what I said for sure. I mean, that times 2 honor point, why not? Times 3 at least. All right, so that's pretty much what I have to say.
Awesome.
That's got me high up here.
Awesome, Metal. Well, yeah, that's awesome. That is some great wisdom and good stuff. Let me just recap what I got from that. So here, let me go back. I'm going to share my screen again so you can follow along. Yeah, let me zoom on back over to this screen for a second. Boom. There we go. So many tabs. Where is Discord? There you are. Hello, Discord. Screen share. Okay. Sweet. Okay. So, yes, great stuff. The most important thing we need to remember, that is an amazing strategy, but it's only fully possible, like he said, if you have the levels, right? So, obviously the free-to-play players won't have, like, 28 points to be filtering back and forth, or the resets, right? So it's definitely a very good strategy, and obviously it'll push you ahead. So if you do spend money and you're buying that Imperial Supply, it doesn't take a lot of money to do that strategy, just the Imperial Supply, really. And you're good to go. So $10 a week or $15 a week or whatever it is in your country. And you can do that strategy very easily. Yeah, what I got from there was, so in specialization, so basically the same thing that Corcat said. Obviously the Q thing with the loyalty, that's all the same. But then specifically in the resource specialization, right, going down those ones, and as you're upgrading the buildings, this is going to help you massively, right? 9% plus 9% plus 9% plus, you know, these active civil engineering. Then maybe if you even got down here, it doesn't take many points. That's 9, 10, 13, 14, right, to get all the way down that tree, and then you can do that even as a free-to-play player potentially. But the problem with it is the resets, right? And so the resets will come into play huge there, because you don't want to be stuck in a tree that's not going to allow you as a free-to-play player to do anything. Okay, for instance, you don't want to be stuck in the. Yeah, go ahead.
Just one more point. Could you go to your blue?
I'm here.
Sorry to interrupt. When you go on the right.
Yeah.
All right. Don't go from the bottom.
Yes.
Go from the top.
That's correct.
Yeah, just I forgot to mention.
Yeah. No, that's right. Because if you read from the top, it's here. 3% decreased costs in coalition base camp, so it's a little bit cheaper, less military supplies to upgrade those. Yes. Good call. Good call. Yeah. Always pay attention to what side you're going on based on what they are, right? Just kind of look at each side, and each side will be a little bit different. And so, yeah, as you saw, metal went down the right side of this one because it's faster building time versus durability, which doesn't matter during prep week at all. And so, but yeah, for example, just remember, as a free-to-play player, you don't have as many resets, right? So you don't want to get stuck coming down this tree and only having one queue then, and now you can't reset until you get to level like 20. Okay, because then it'll take you forever to get to level 20, right? So the best practice, just so it's very simple, if you're free to play, just try and open your queues. Focus on that, because you can't mess that one up. That one won't mess you up whatsoever. If you get stuck in this tree, it's good, but then you might not have enough materials to do the buildings. That's why I chose to go this way, because I'll always have the capability to take tiles. That will be no problem, right? And so, but then I also have the queues. But yeah, that definitely great insight, Metal. Thank you so much. There's a reason why he's number one, because he thinks about this stuff, and he's a very good critical thinker, right? It's the goal of TTT. He's doing a phenomenal job, and I think we can all see the fruits and the goodness to playing the game in that way of just thinking and not relying on everyone else to make decisions for you, but just coming up with some ideas on your own, right? And then it doesn't hurt to do a peer review and check it out with someone like, hey, Metal always asks me. He's like, hey, I got an idea. What about this thing? Right? So he's very good at that. And I love answering those kind of questions the most, when people come with an idea and then I can just help them workshop it a little bit or touch it up or say, yeah, that's freaking awesome. Let's do it together. So thank you again, Metal. Appreciate that, brother.
No worries.
Okay, but that's all we got for the information. Final thing, just on tiling, some basic stuff. If you're new to tiling, obviously none of us in Season 2 are new to tiling, most likely, but just for anyone that's joining us on YouTube or whatnot, just wanted to go over a couple basic things with tiling. So let's go off of my bridge. Your tile colors, obviously, like your alliance is what, guys? Blue? Is that blue? Anyone can help me out with that color?
Gray. Alliance is blue.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you say gray? Jim?
Green.
Green? Yeah. No, ours, your own are green, I think, and then your alliance members are blue.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, now you're just messing with me.
No, my
and then other people in your state will be white. Is this white, guys? Is that what we're calling this one?
Yeah.
Okay. And so then don't take any white ones unless they're like you're taking them from our farm or something. That's fine, but don't take other alliances white ones, because I will hear about it for sure. So basically you're bridging off of your own greens or blues, right? And just always be courteous. Obviously when you're working, it's a team game, so don't screw over your team. Just work with your team, like Meta was saying. Buddy up, find a partner, go ham together. Or go on your own if you're more that style of player. It doesn't really matter. You're all tiling the same. Obviously, butting up may save you getting as many empties, because they can take some empties and you can take some empties, and you can spread the burden of empties. But basically, you're just trying to push levels. So I'm at 6, right? So you click on the tile, you look at the loyalty, green go, red stop, right? Is the basic rule of thumb. Anything under 10%, you can take a whack at it. But the suffer means that every round in battle, so probably 8 rounds, your troops are going to get poisoned and suffer that much damage every single time. And those ones, yeah, you'll rack up quite a bill in the coalition base camp from that. But it's not a bad thing if you're pushing to that next level. Just the reason why I would do it, like push to 7 if it's at 3 or 6%, is because if you go into, where am I trying to think here? The quests. If you go into like the RoC quests, so go into your castle, and then at the bottom, you get your like dailies and your main quests, right? Tasks. Main tasks, daily tasks. Everyone's doing dailies every day. That's good. But this one, for instance, like if I occupy a 7, I get something. Shit. Click the wrong button. You can click on it, and then it'll tell you what you get from completing that task or that quest. Yeah, so then I get an expand a plan plus a bunch of honor. So I'm very close to level 19. I don't have very many things like tiles I can take because I'm free to play. So yeah, that probably might be worth it. If I can get that suffer under 10, then it might be worth it to try and get that, just to push me to the next specialization, and so on and so forth, right? You probably don't want to take a bunch of 7s because that'll get very costly, but at least take that first one and then slam into your coalitions again to get it to 0% or very, very, very low. But while doing that, let me show you. While doing that, you'll click on it, click occupy, and then it'll come up with that message: loyalty is too low. You can force attack, and then when you're forcing attack, just remember you don't need million power to take a tile, right? You need a lot of power to take higher level tiles, but not like a level 7, right? So if I'm trying to take this tile, I would go into maybe like this. Let's go into my class as an example here. Let's put some heroes in here, right? To take this level 7, I do not need to have a entire maxed out full legion of troops. Right? I don't need 1.6 million power to overcome to kill the defenders of that tile. So what you can do, which saves you some troops, is you can just like go down half. Like just put the bar down to about half or something. This thing would catch up. Yeah, put it down to about half or something. Not too low, because you might lose if you go too low, but put it down somewhere at half, a third, and then go, right? You'll save a lot more troops and they won't die as much. So that's one tactic there. And I believe Geronimo, very, very awesome player at the game, he had talked to us about that last season. But remember that when you're pushing to the next tile level and you're going to hit a little bit of a red one there. But just general thinking, just green go, red don't go. Like if you stick to that, you're not going to be using a ton of your resources to heal troops. Like I pushed to level 6 on, I think it was 6%, and I had to heal 200,000 troops. Yeah, I sent a full legion by accident. My mistake. But yeah, it was a costly little repair bill there, and so we don't want to be doing that too often, but if it helps you and pushes you forward for a couple of those quests, then it's definitely worth it. And then just tiling in general, I mean, it's pretty basic. Click occupy, take it. I was going to tell you one last thing too. Calves, right? Because you're marching, and you don't need a demo value to take an empty tile that an unoccupied tile, I should say, an unoccupied tile. So just use your calves, right? Just run your calves out there. One thing I can say that I do as kind of something that I do, and I do this against Marauders too, I've shared this with you guys before, but I make a bunch of enhanced, because then to repair those guys, you only need gold, right? So for instance, let's see if I have any that I need to repair. My 7.5 or enhanced T7s only need gold to heal them, and so I save on resources in my med tents too. Oh, I already did it. Shoot, I can't even show you guys. Let's see if I have any in my CBCs.
Sorry, what's your demo value on the 7s?
So the Cav 7s, like I said, when it's unoccupied, it doesn't matter, right? Right, Jim? Demo value is only for clearing purples, really.
Yeah, that's why I want to know, because you've got 7s here. I'm trying to get 7s before RoC starts. So I'm level C20, but if I have T7s, will that get me over 500?
If they're T7, the guys, what are they called, guys? Footmen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if they're T7 footmen with 3 heroes,
short, is it?
Yeah, no, it's not. Let me get my class together. Here, I'll get my class. My guys are all over the place from Gathering Day. I spread them all out so that they all come in at 6 million, so they all come back at the same time. Nice little tip. We'll talk about that on Gathering Day one time. Oh, Metal just went to 9. Everyone say congratulations, Metal. Good job, brother.
Metal.
Metal's killing
I just tried your trick right now.
Oh yeah, what was the suffer? What was the suffer?
3.18%.
Oh yeah, dude, that's totally worth it.
Yeah, I checked that too when you said it. I thought that might work.
Yeah, let me try that. I was just trying that. Let me see what damaged it. Hey, not too bad. Just 29,000.
Yeah, 3% is nothing. Like you don't get, but like 6%, like just imagine double and then triple. Like it doesn't only double, it exponentially increases, right? So
Yeah.
if you're at taking a
Definitely
6%,
something nice.
if you're taking a 6% suffer, it's not only going to be 40,000, it's going to be probably close to 60 or 70,000 because it's not a true double,
Right.
it's an exponential. But anyway,
Right.
back to Jim's question. So this is my class.
Yep.
Jim, so in my class, because
544.
yeah,
Okay.
so my heroes are maxed though. They're 50. They're level 50. They have skill 1 max and skill 6 max, and that will push your demo. Having that.
Okay.
So as long as you have them awakened, so because that's
Well,
a very
my
good
first
question.
and second legions are on T6s, but they're both 400 demo at the moment. So I'm thinking if I just get like the T7s, I'm sure it'll be close to 5. That's what I'm thinking. I'm hoping.
Yep, that's right. It should be pretty close. So what I meant by max, so he's level 50, he's not maxed out, but anything to do with demo, he's maxed on. So he has skill 1 max, skill 6 maxed, and then level 50 maxed, and that means he's got the most troops he can have in at this time.
Yeah. So if I'm short, I just bump up the heroes.
Yeah, increase their level or increase, because the level is attached to skill 1. If you go into the upgrade preview of skill 1, you'll see it's based on your level. You get plus, so there's a base amount, then it's plus hero level times 100, right? So the higher level hero, you'll get more people in there, and it's just quantity of footmen in there, right? Once you get a certain quantity of footmen and they're T7s, you're good to go. Yeah. Like last season, I didn't even have that 500 demo until halfway through, and I just kind of patched together, like I awoke El Zorro and some other guys that I just kind of got duplicates for, and I used them strictly for tiling and not for fighting, because like El Zorro's an archer and I don't have any archers, right? So
Yeah.
but do whatever it takes to get that 500 demo when it comes to that. But for now, you just use your calves, right? Because they're hustling, they're running. One other thing I'll say about the calves, everyone knows this already, but calves I like them the most simply because of this. If you go into their research, if you go into their cav training, then you go purebred steeds, right? You can increase their marching speed by 100%, right? So they will always be the fastest troop march out there, kind of thing, until you get later on. But yeah, for now, they'll be. So yeah, cav training. You're in the institute. Cav training, and then purebred steeds. You should get that max as fast as possible. That helps on defense, attack, pathing, tiling, pretty much everything to do with RoC. That's very important.
Yeah, I've done a few of them. I'll keep going.
Yep, keep going, get that max, because the max one gets you the 100%, which is double speed basically, and there you go. Then you might not have to port as much, right? You could take some tiles a little bit farther away, potentially, a little bit faster.
Yep.
But yeah, that's kind of the information I got for you guys. Hopefully that was helpful. Yeah, we are. Let me see a time clock here of some kind. Timing of something. Holy cow, we're an hour and 15 minutes in. Are you good with a break right now, guys? Should we have a break right now and then we'll come back and do Q&A? Like any questions, open kind of style, or on the topic?
Let's do it.
Okay. We'll hit a 5-minute break, unmute, talk amongst yourselves, do your thing. I'll be right back. Thanks so much, guys.
Who's going to be online most of the day today?
I'm jumping off soon.
No,
Because
he's
it's night for
asking.
you guys.
Yeah. Oh, so you were asking.
And-
Sorry, you cut out a little bit. You said who's going to be on when?
Oh, did I cut off? Okay. Who's gonna be on, like, for a little while? It's spotty
Yeah,
for
no,
me.
not I. I'm a grandmother, but you'll see me like in 5 hours from now.
I wanted to buddy up with 1-2 people because then I can take 9s and Rob can take either 6s, 7s, and 5s. So I have no problem with that. I will not be touching those anymore. And I need to give up all my 7s anyway. Now.
Well, I'll have
I
to
need
come look
9s.
for you when I wake up. Then I'll be like, metal, knock, knock, knock.
Yeah, me too.
Because
Give me those
I don't mind how-
sixes.
I've got. Let me see what I've got right now. It's 7s, 8s, 7s, and 8s. Yeah, all
Nice.
7s and 8s. There are no 6s anymore.
Oh, that's all right.
Okay,
I'm still at
7.
6% on the 7s, unfortunately. But tomorrow, I know, it's gonna be my day.
Great. I'm sure I'll still have 7s by tomorrow. Sure. I mean, oh yeah, it's basically today for me. Yeah, in the evening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, indeed.
So, Metal,
Or-
when you're taking
Okay,
these
great.
tiles, are you just abandoning everything except for the ones before and the ones you're taking?
Yeah, I'm keeping all of them as long as possible to get as much of the resources out. So I'm literally because with my Imperium supply, it takes me only 20 minutes to abandon a mine.
Okay.
So I can actually do what I do is I collect the stamina for, let's say, 5 marches. So I know I can do all 6 marches. I'll scope an area, collect 6 to 8 marches. I'll count the tiles. I'll only abandon those tiles. Like, for instance, if I'm going to get 3 tiles, I'll abandon 3 and make sure it's, balanced that way. But I won't give up
Okay.
tiles in this. I won't have useless tiles. I won't have territories that are not placed. I will
Yeah.
always have.
Yeah, me too.
Even if it's
Alright.
just a 2, it's just keep it in there. Just giving you
Yeah, for the
resources.
points, yeah, and stuff.
Yeah. And just to level up. It's gonna help you level up.
Yeah.
Because I tell you the truth, I've done all of this 2 cubes, not 50. I did it with 2 cubes. Because once you level up your frontline workshops to 10, and a little lower than that because the other ones are slightly more pricier, you can't collect enough resources to keep them running.
Yeah, which ones are you upgrading first to get more the higher tiles? Is there any specific
Yeah, there is
honor
actually.
structure?
With regards to the coalition base camp, as you go to AC2, it gets more expensive to level those up. AC3 is much higher. AC4 is the highest. Like
What are you
3
What are
times
you
more.
on now? On all of them, are you on level 3 or already, or?
Wait, let me tell you. I can share my screen if you want to see. I can show it to you. One second. Let me share my screen again. Okay, just let's go back. Yeah. Hold on a second.
Okay, I see it.
I'm sharing now. Okay, so let's go for honor structures. Presently, my front lines are 12, 10, 10, and 10. I've got my first one at 8, 6, 5, and 4.
Wow. Okay.
Uh,
Wow. Okay. I'm
you
only
know
on
why this
2.
is important? Oh yeah,
I've
take
just got the
time.
second queue. I've just got the second queue, and I'm doing that now. But I'm only on 2 at the moment.
Yeah, so I'm just using 2 queues, and I'm harvesting right now, and I'm not getting enough resources to keep it running long enough.
Yeah, I
It's
know
barely
what you mean.
there. And I'm doing it this way. This is the only way I can do it.
Yeah, I couldn't. I
Uh,
thought you would only be on 3 or 4s. You're killing it.
No.
Wow.
To take 9s, And see, I still can't take 9s. You look, I still can't take 9. See, by the way,
Suffers
getting to 8 is,
3.1.
yeah, my suffer is just that. But the thing is, getting to 8 is actually quite easy. But getting to 9, there's a big jump from 8 to 9.
From 5 to 9, you can sort of skip a few without having to take all the structures. You know what I mean? I've noticed that if you're upgrading and you take most of them, you don't have to take all of them. I did that in last season. Like some of the structures I couldn't find, so I just I had to wait a bit. But when I upgraded some stuff, it just went up anyway.
So this is how I did my specialization. So this should help you if you can do this, because you see I've reduced it by 75 loyalty there, and the minute I get 2 more points, I start reducing it. Like literally, one whole upgrade from a coalition base camp is avoided if I go to the next node, this node which I clicked on right now, because I'll get 100 loyalty points. See,
and how many?
How
many spec points have you got now?
Totally, I think 29. Yeah, 29.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because I did 27 last season. I got 2 from yesterday.
Have you got any resets left?
No, none left right now. I use them all.
Yeah, I use them all
nothing
too.
left right now. Yeah, because I placed my buildings. If you can see, I've placed all my buildings, so that's why I use them to place my. See, I can still upgrade these. And by the way, upgrading these, I found out on Eve. I wasn't sure as well. This goes to your COP point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
for
so
buildings.
what you do is
For development.
for building day, which is today. So let's say you go here, you go to your buffs. You go to your buffs.
Hey-o.
Hey, so I popped this ticket, 100%, and I popped this ticket. So that's an easy way to get to your honor ticket. All your buffs. So I pop both of them, and then I upgrade so I'm getting 100% honor points as well as 100% COP points.
Yeah, and you should put your dragon on too for building. I do. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the last. From what I noticed, it's the last. The word. It's there. You see, I think the last 10 minutes or 15 minutes is free when the dragon level is high enough.
Yeah.
So I didn't think about that. Thanks for reminding me. I should.
And then I think the alliance helps when the dragon's on too. I'm not sure. It seems to me like it does. Like it gives extra help
to the alliance.
I think.
Don't know
I think because when you press it on, it restarts the alliance help.
Oh. All right. So wall's back. I'll stop sharing.
Yeah, stop sharing, okay?
There you go.
Sharing is not caring.
Thank you.
Sharing is caring. No problem.
Hey, well, I was talking a couple of hours ago. Someone was exploring in my castle.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen that before. Yeah.
Yeah, that's that from the VIP shop. You can unlock that advanced exploration or whatever.
Yeah, it was Rail. Third Rail was in there.
Just scoping you out.
Yeah, I stole the stuff off him. But
he's jealous.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. I mean, he's C25, so maybe he misses the days when he was a little castle. Wants to see what it's like inside.
Yeah, I had it all moved my way, but then I put it back. I just upgraded it back. The interior.
Right.
I know yours is all unique your way, but yeah, it just took too long.
I mean, whatever works best for you, man. Like, click the button too. If you don't care that much, click the button, and then just make sure everything's off grid. Though off grid is the best way to do it. That's the only thing I would recommend.
Yeah, I've done it a couple of times.
Yes, sir. Well, my fellow gamers. What shall we do now? Should we do some questions? I see we lost some people. Whoa. Information sesh over. I'm out. Don't want to hang out with us. I see how it is. It's all good. It's all good. They're just not addicted like the rest of us. We have Green here, though. Hello, hello, Green.
Howdy, y'all.
What up, man?
What's going on?
Hey.
Are you on days off or what?
No, still working. We've got flooding at the moment.
Oh shoot!
Just another biblical day in Australia.
Yeah.
Either fires or floods or plague or
Or,
something.
yeah, or locusts or something else.
Yeah.
Or those loud, annoying birds you got.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
You're well? How's
So it's pretty crazy.
the family's doing well?
Yeah, some of us are stuck, like flooded in, and
Right.
we can't sort of get out. But they're shipping stuff in to us, like they're boating stuff in and flying stuff in.
Oh
and
jeez, so it's
so
like
everyone's
actual.
safe, but-
It's like actual intense.
yeah, it's pretty full on. And then there's just little old me going to help people that decide to drive through flooded rivers and get stuck and stuff.
Yeah, it seems like a smart idea.
Yeah, so
Until you
it's
do
been-
it.
It's been a wet few days.
Right, I bet, man. Yeah. No, that's crazy. We got a little bit of snow here today, but just like a few flakes, and that was it. Nothing that actually stuck around. But we're pretty good for the weather-wise. So that.
Supposed to be like freezing tonight, though.
Oh, that sounds
Yeah,
not
we
as
got.
fun.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, there you go, Green. So at least you're not freezing your balls off, all right?
No, just swimming in rivers.
Just swimming in rivers. That's right.
Oh.
All right. Oh, we have Runs here too, making his graceful appearance, sneaking in the back door.
The only way I do it.
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good.
Awesome, man. Awesome. You crushing tiles, or what are you up to?
Trying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw you were over by me for a couple tiles, and then you ran away. What, did I scare you off, or what?
No, I'm bouncing around and
Yeah.
going to different spots and going back to my farms and hitting those and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know. That's one thing that I don't miss about non-RoC is like you could just use your teleports to hit your farms, basically, instead of moving around to take tiles.
Right.
Yeah. But I got my little hive of farms chilling over by me. If anyone wants to look at those, they're beautiful. I will say one thing now that we're on the topic of farms and RoC and stuff. You may notice that this here is a tile from our farm alliance. This is one of my farms, graciously given to me by T-Town himself. But one of the farms, so we are here, guys, we're here. And the idea is that we're going to be tiling only with our farms for the majority. We will mix some main TTT tiles in here for defense purposes, but for this week we will only be doing with our farms. So if you do have a farm in the farm alliance, I don't know exactly. Oh, we follow this trail. I made a trail all the way. Yeah, I had some fun, as you can tell, last night. I made a long ass trail. Okay, here we go. Okay, some people have placed their buildings. Perfect. So the idea with the buildings is the wall, okay? As you can see, I'm trying to build a wall with my farms. We're just going to go in a wall. Please don't do the big old cluster because I will be moving your building. So if you can do the best to create a wall instead of a big old cluster. So just go to the left and to the right in a straight line. That's very simple, right? Straight line about four to five buildings thick. Straight line left and right as far as you can go. But then anyway, the tiling part, we'll be using like that farm alliance, the 100 members in there. We'll be using that mostly to tile around AC1. It'll be strictly for a farm. And on that note, anyone checked out our mega hive yet?
Before I do, so you started building the wall on the one side there. Is that the only side I should be placing buildings on, or can I go on the opposite
left
side
and
as well
right.
of the
Just left and right in a straight line, left and right.
Yeah, okay, sounds good.
Yeah, you can go either side. So all of your farms, just drop your buildings straight as far as you can go. The right is, I've maxed it out as far, but we need to thicken the wall, right? So we want to go as far as we can go and then thicken it 4 or 5 thick? Deep? I don't know. These are all sounding weird, and I'm getting uncomfortable with the words that I'm saying. But just make a big fat wall, okay? Not a cluster, please.
Yeah, big fat
You're
one.
struggling.
Yeah, there's all these words are not coming out
Can
the
you
way
go
I
back
want
to
them to do. Yeah, I know. I'm just digging deeper here. But as you can see here, and it's funny because the bathhouse, the knock shop, the cat house are making this thick, fat wall.
I know, I'm putting command power there for sure.
But yeah, just like 4. So if you're coming to the right side, this is as far as we can go. Marco Farm is the farthest point. And then so just go like deep now, like 4 wide. We can kind of see there. So just fill in the gaps and kind of lengthen it out. And then same on the left side too. You see, oh, look at you, Kai. You're doing it. Yeah, just go left and then thicken that up. Same thing. Instead of the big old cluster, please do that instead. Because the cluster doesn't really help us. The wall does. Okay, so there's that. Oh, the mega hive. I was just going to show you. So, yeah, with your farms, if you wanted to tile a little bit, you don't really have to tile too much with your farms. Really, I don't want you to waste too much time. Like, one thing, this is what I'll say about farms, and why I haven't put out videos about farms and all that jazz yet, because this happens to the best of us, okay? It's happened to me before. It's happened to... I know it's happened to anyone that has farms. You spend a little bit too much time in your farm. Okay? Don't spend time in your farm if you have shit to do in your main castle. Okay? Remember, farm is only if your main castle is out of stamina, out of resources, out of the stuff you need to progress in the game. It doesn't make sense to have 4 main castles, right? Don't do that. You have 1 main castle and a bunch of farms until you max out that main castle. Then you can have some more main castles. Does that make sense, guys? Everyone good with that?
Yes.
Okay, so drop those buildings and then tile a little bit, but I mean, you don't really have to tile. I would focus mostly tiling in your main castle. I will get my 20 to 30, so 30 tiles in 15 farms will all be around AC1, so it's going to be pretty gridded out. And then it will be a lot easier too if there's only a few of us doing it. So I might call upon some other people to have a few farms, maybe Green or even Kai, or L. Anyone that has like 5 or more farms, I might ask you to help me in this endeavor. But we'll be doing that grid, and it'll be like freaking awesome. So don't fuck it up. Because we want to maximize so that we don't have to waste tiles for our main alliance at AC1 as much as possible, right? So we can do the other defense structures that Green was mentioning, and I think Bibble had mentioned in his post there in Discord, and stuff like that. We're going to employ those, but it requires us to really maximize our tiling, proper grid. And so it's just a little bit easier if there's only a few people doing it, and we'll call upon everyone else as needed. Is that fair, guys?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So...
yeah, I can definitely help you.
Okay.
Just let me know.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll let anyone know. I'll just... probably don't worry about it for now. Place your buildings and take your resources and do your... whatever you do, hourlies or whatever you do in your farms. But as far as tiling, just focus on your main to keep pushing those levels to higher and higher, because we really need to focus on getting 12. That's way more important than the grid, because the grid we can finish off the grid in like 24 hours, right? So don't really focus on the grid too much. And then plus, what I was mentioning was the mega hive. We will not have to do as much work as we did season 1 around AC1, because to our left or west, southwest, we have Noli's team. Thank you, Noli. Look at this fresh pattern. Look at them go. They're crushing it. Good job, AK3. And then below Noli, if we keep going southwest, is our academy. So I see some people are over there. If you have your farms over there or whatnot, that's good. Yeah, our farm alliance is pretty much full. So if your farms are over at the academy, what we call the academy, it's going to be 50% academy, 50% farm anyway. So it's our second farm or our academy, and same thing goes for that. Just build a wall. But so that's that side. So that's pretty much covered, right? We're pretty good on that side. And then if we go back to AK3, AKE is just to the south of them, as you can see. Look at that. Right? So they did exactly what Noli was talking about. They got as close as possible, right? So there's going to be very few gaps. Their AC1 is going to be pretty covered there. So, yeah, that is that one. AK3 is there, so that's how many we're at. We're at 3 outside of our main alliance, 3 other ones. And then let's go directly south. So let's get back to the main alliance. Okay, here's our main. If we go to the south corner, go directly south. We have 1GN's Academy directly south of us, and they will tile to us and we'll tile to them. Kind of the same thing as when Percy was right below us for Season 1. And then if we actually go to the south of them, so we're at 4, our 5th people, he changed it. Well done, Percy, well done. So this is actually our true academy, so I'll handle that stuff and we'll get our academy players there. We're going to have 2 farms for TTT and 1 academy, and that's the old ODC. Percy changed his name, and so that's good. But he's here, and he'll spread out here with his academy players and whatnot, and we'll get some people over there to help him. So that's 5, okay? So that's south and southwest. Now let's go southeast, okay? Let's see who's to the southeast. So to the right, go to the right, southeast. We have 1GN Main Alliance. As you can see, they're doing the cluster, and they're doing a phenomenal job. They're doing quite good, so thank you to them for being part of this. And so that's 6 alliances. Alliance centers, I should say. Not full alliances. And then they have another farm alliance. I saw it the other day. Sorry if this is giving you like nausea, just stop looking at the screen. I'm kind of just panning away as fast as possible, trying to find these. Oh, here we go. They have, oh, this is 3GN. This is another one I didn't. So this is 6. So this is number 6. Number 7 is over here somewhere. Right here. Number 7. Okay, and then possibly we might have LOV. I haven't talked to them much. I don't know. They might be in the other mega hive in the state. I haven't really spoken to Roni yet. But so that's 6 and then 7. Yeah, 7. We have 7 basically. Right, possibly 8. All working together with us for the betterment of all of us. So that's pretty exciting, right? We got ourselves a mega hive, guys. Very, very cool, and I'm excited about that. I can tell you all are equally excited. You're just scared to show it. Or everyone's asleep. One of the two, but yeah.
No, I'm trying to send a message to our farm people.
How dare you?
How to maybe place those buildings.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that. I was going to do that, then I thought, nah.
Oh, I'm just popping something quick in chat. I'm not doing anything like official.
Oh, no. That's good. I just don't want to do anything. So I appreciate you doing it. Someone should do it, for sure. Just I'm happy that it's not me.
Yeah, okay. Thanks.
Yeah, awesome. So, yeah, anyone good? Everyone like this? Everything feeling fresh with this season? What are you guys feeling here?
Yeah, I feel like we've made a lot of progress, so I'm pretty excited so far.
Yeah, likewise. Anyone else? Thoughts, questions, concerns? What's going on, guys? It's just me and Kai here and everyone else is asleep, or what?
Maybe.
There's E. I knew it. You were just laughing at us with your mic muted.
No, I had to go do some. I had to go do some laundry real fast.
Ooh, lightning fast.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But I'm really excited.
That's good. Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. It's looking good. Like I'm feeling good. I'm on my farms. I didn't get onto my farms until like week 2 of season 1, and I'm on my farms on day 1. So
Whoa.
that's progress all in itself, right there.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah, last season I started at 4 days late.
right. Yeah. It will make a huge difference. We'll see it right away in war. It'll be obviously a new ball game with the Destroyer Shout and stuff, but the general war aspects are the same. Just that new dragon is a little bit just new strategy we got to come up with, but we'll get there, and we may lose a few in the beginning, but we'll finish off wherever it may be. We'll work hard and we'll have fun. No doubt, right, guys?
Oh, I think we're gonna do much better. Do much better this time.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I love that we have some cooperation within our state, and honestly, most of these people reach out to me. The only person I reached out to was Noli, I think, and she may have reached out to me at the same time. I don't remember. We worked together on it, and it's wonderful, and that's the same with 1GN and Percy's crew and everything. It feels good to work together as a state. One thing I will update you guys from TTT is OPE might be joining us also. So that'll be exciting too, to have a little bit a big firepower in our mega hive. That would be good too. And a few of their members, Joe, super awesome dude. He said he's willing to help us anytime. He's got T9s, and so he's willing. Hong's willing to help us always. Yuki's willing to help us. So there's a ton of good members over there.
Well, if you have all those alliance centers all around, there's only certain possible ways they can hit your AC1.
Yeah, it definitely limits the possibilities for sure, and makes it a little bit trickier. Because it was basically just us and our farm and Percy last time, right? So
and us, yeah, a little alliance, yeah.
Yeah, so there wasn't much, and so that alone will be helping the defense quite a bit, and we'll be able to focus more on. Well, that's probably Red Monkey. That Gunther D guy is probably Red Monkey.
Oh,
because he said that. Yeah, if you want to pop over to that voice there and just see if he can hear you, that'd be great. Because he said he's coming over. Thanks, guy. But yeah, anyone got questions about specialization, about tiling, about RoC in general, any strategies that you're concerned or want to bring up or want to implement, or any people we should kick out? My thoughts are Metal, so that he can take a 24-hour cooldown, and so we can catch up to him.
Are you pulling another slaughter?
Hey, it's not, when he has a good idea, I'll jump on board, man. I'll jump on board. that idea is not a bad one. That'll definitely set you back.
It definitely will.
I just wanted to say that if OP does join us or helps us in any way, we'll probably get some flack or whatever for it, but I'm sure everybody will just, ignore the haters and just be grateful that T9s come to help us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
what's the big deal if they're coming to help us during our war? That's statesmanship. Like, that's not starting anything.
But
if that does start anything, that's an issue,
Yeah, but
what's the present status anyway of the Civil War?
Not sure.
OP and hell.
This is my take on it. I don't care. I've got shit to do, and it's not think about them.
I haven't even
We'll have just enough time to talk.
I honestly have not even moved over to province chat since this new chat function. It's very, it's unnatural now for me to get over there.
And it takes a lot of time.
Yeah, when I click over there, then it wants me to go to this private chat or something. I don't even know what's going on. See what I mean, guys? it opens this thing, and I'm just like, all right, I give up. I'm going back to Alliance chat. David Lee. Ah. Oh, I hate that I can't press enter though. I don't like that. It could be. I would imagine David Lee would also be David Lee in thing. Did you get a hold of Gunther, whatever, or no? No guy, he's just hanging over there.
Yeah, I tried to reach out, but there was no response.
Yeah, sometimes if they've never been to Discord, like there's many people throughout the day, like will pop into a Discord channel when it's their first time on the server, and they'll just be like hanging out there, and I'll try and like reach out to them, and I just don't think they have any clue that they're even in there.
I just imagine like somebody being like, "Who's talking to me? Who is that? Where are they coming from?"
Yeah, that's right. Am I actually going crazy? I thought I was, but now this is confirmation.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, so yeah, on the OPE stuff, like honestly, like I'm down to work with anyone. Like I have no prejudice against anyone in this state. If they want to work with us, great. But the only thing that I will ask of them is that they communicate with us as best they can. Right? That's it. Do your thing, do our thing, do whatever you want, but please just communicate. So, yeah, but looking fresh, guys. Looking fresh. What do we got? Core Cat, are you back here? Are you here? Miss Core Cat? Core Cat? Oh yeah, you're both there. Nice. Should we hear from Core Cat? See what's going on in 343 land?
Sorry, 1 minute. He's doing something right now.
How dare he? Just kidding. All good, all good, all good, all good. Yeah, I mean, being the R5 of an alliance is very taxing. Most days, not just some days, most days. But it's also
especially
a lot of fun.
For
yeah, the first couple days.
Especially with RoC.
Yeah, the first couple days of RoC are always crazy. It was pretty smooth. I'm not gonna lie. In our alliance, like I don't know if it's because Vela and ECMF and people were just helping out a ton, but I didn't feel any pressure whatsoever. Not like I did in the first season, because I had to teach everyone everything. First of all, it felt like I had to teach people how to take a freaking tile, right? The basics. But this time it's just like, okay, place your buildings. Like it literally takes me like 10 seconds. Assault here, fortress here, coalition here, frontline here. Place all the rest by yourself. Goodbye. Just in and out. So I don't have to spend like hours just staring at the game waiting for someone to come online. So I can explain something for 20 minutes to them.
And then do it again an hour later.
No, and then move their buildings.
We ironed out a lot of wrinkles.
Oh yeah.
We ironed out a lot of wrinkles.
Oh, we sure did. I mean, it still was a mess, I'm not going to lie, at AC1. I don't know what happened, but I came back after a few hours and it was looking real ugly. But we got it all.
Yeah, I started to feel not happy, so I took a break and fell asleep.
There you go. That's it. That's the goal. Remember?
Yeah.
The words of
AC2?
words of Warl. Remember, what are the words of Warl on that issue there, E?
That if you're not happy, if you're not having a good time, then get away from it. Go outside. Go get away from the game.
That's right. Go take a walk. Go put your phone down. Do something else, because this game is literally for fun. None of us are like becoming professional Rise of Empire players, are we? We're not doing the gauntlet for the pro circuit or something right now, are we?
Yeah. So yeah, I was like, this is not making me very happy.
That's right.
And I took it out.
That's it. That's all. Yeah, AC2's a little bit rougher, but it's not bad. People are doing rings. Things are happening. I'll have to move a bunch of buildings, but I was gonna say, good job everyone on Stone. We have like 1.1 million in the bank.
Yeah, I have yet to drop that other castle's donation.
Right.
which is going to be a lot.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. And then also, like, if we're lacking stone, like, don't donate all your stone in the farm alliance yet. Like, just hang on to that stone. We could always bring a farm in and drop, like, 20k, 30k stone from your farm in here, too. Right? So we can always use that stuff. So that's kind of how we'll run it with this destroyer dragon kind of thing. We'll see if we'll use it as much as... I don't know how much we'll use it. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, we'll do our best with that. But honestly, like, I've moved all the buildings. Like, our whole AC1 was on fire at one point, if you guys didn't notice.
Yeah.
Every building except for, like, the coalitions in the back were the only ones not on fire. I don't know.
I logged in briefly and I saw that and I just shut it off. I was like, nope,
Yeah.
don't go there.
Yeah, it was interesting what happened. I'm not sure what happened exactly, but it all just was not in the right lines, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I saw that, and that's when I was like, this is gonna drive me nuts. I can't tell people where to place buildings and fix them at the same time.
Yeah, that's the struggle right there. Actually, that's why it's so important to just wait, right? Because you hold up everyone else if you just like get impatient and place your buildings, because then we got to move them before we can place other ones. Yeah. But anyway, it's all good.
It's good though.
Lovely comment, Phil Wall.
Yes, sir.
When AC1 was burning and moved the buildings, people were really happy with it.
Good. I thought you'd be happy. Waste some stamina to go repair them. I love that. Don't worry, because AC2 will be on fire later today too. Just wait. Just wait. If you loved it that much, Metal, AC2 will be on fire soon also.
You won't believe what happened to me though. I wasted 6 matches fixing those buildings.
Yeah.
Instead of just 2.
Yeah.
Sorry, instead of just,
were you porting?
Yeah,
you forgot because you ported a couple times?
No, it was lagging, and when I was clicking on it, it was showing me health as half. I said, oh shit, I've still got to repair it. I said, how come I didn't repair it with 1 match? Okay. So I sent a second match to repair it. It started camping.
Oh my goodness, no way. Oh jeez, that's frustrating. Imagine that, you could have been on level 10 tiles right now, brother.
No, not with 6 matches.
The possibilities are endless, Metal.
But I was just like losing 60 basic stamina. Okay, I lost, you could say, 30.
Right.
Because I did do it in the end.
Yeah. Oh, the best, my favorite though was AC3, because we had started kind of rings here, sort of, and then it just went to shit in 2 seconds. But this is fine. Honestly, AC3 is not a big deal. We'll probably just stick with that. I probably won't even move anything in AC3. But look how clean our AC4 looks. Anyone seen that? I love how clean this looks. You guys did a phenomenal job. It's like a perfect rectangle. I mean, minus the 13s, but you guys did great. Just perfect. I mean, it's a little bit easier being pressed against the mud, obviously, but yeah, you guys crushed it. So yeah, to anyone that doesn't have all their buildings placed, I think everyone does on this call basically, but place all your buildings. All the ACs are dropped. Place all of them. Do your thing. I just had thought of something briefly there. So we had mentioned it maybe in one of the sessions we had earlier, but around our ACs, it'll be very critical that we don't have any castles that are not online for war. Okay, so obviously everyone here, though, is going to be online for war for the most part, so this is basically useless. But I'll send out all mails about this, but basically there's a couple wars where we had random castles just sitting right next to buildings, and then they just got dragoned or zeroed or whatever. Some of them didn't even have shields on during a KE war one time. And I was just like, oh my goodness, this is just horrible. So we'll have to really set the example with all our farms, and unless you're using it specifically for that war, it needs to be well away from any alliance center. Does that make sense, guys?
Yeah, is there a specific place that we could tell people, here, this is a good idea or whatever to port to?
Yeah, well, I mean, ideally later in the season, most of us will be in zone 4, right? 4-3, right? So I know we had a hive going. Like, you can literally leave your farms unless you're going to use them for RoC. Like, you can leave your farms in zone 3 and just create like a hive of farms, right? That you can go to port over there and farm all your farms and port back to tiling or something, or port to another state, or do whatever you want. But basically, it just, like AC1 especially, we will have 0 farms by AC1, because that is just asking to get like dragoned and then a castle ported in, right? Like, basically our strategy that we employed a few wars, yeah, we're not going to get that counter strategy happening to us this time. I'm not going to let that happen. I will 0 your farm.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you right now. I will 0 your farm just to move it.
And it's easier to look like at a like at the, I don't know what you call it, the higher view where you just see tiles and red castles or blue castles. It's easier to tell if there's a bad guy anywhere near, if you know there's no farms.
Yeah, well, exactly. It around AC1 it should be blue and tiles, right? That's it. It should all be blue and tiles, and then if you see a red one, then that should be a bad guy, because it shouldn't be our farm. So obviously I still have farms here because I'm going to be doing the grid, but yeah, eventually after we've dropped our tiles, then we're just going to get those farms very far away. Or we put them by their AC1 of whatever alliance, the academy or the farm, because it's not a bad thing to have them over there, because then you can tile block a little bit or do something.
And you know that's where that's them.
Yeah, but my farms will probably be here, right? This is zone 1, edge of zone 1 and zone 2, I mean. I'll probably just leave all my farms here for most of the season. Unless I need to go tile, I'll move it over to go tile and then move it back here. Just so, because this is no danger of being in the way ever. Ever. It's like it's so far away from any AC that we don't have to worry about it. If I want to use them for a war, I can always just teleport them from here to where it's needed, right? So we'll tighten up the defense on that strategy a little bit more, because that's huge, right? We don't. On that note, I know this is all bonus material. There's not a lot of questions today from y'all, but that's good. That means we're doing well. So I'm just kind of spitting any ideas that pop into my head. So work with me on this one. On defense, so as you can see, I've done the rings a little bit different. Sorry, I should say. Our castles that are garrisoning the AC will be inside here only. Only. And the idea will be that they will always port back there before, like if they're an attacker, before they come. Like we want their bubble to be somewhere good, right? We need to tighten that up a little bit better. We forgot a couple of wars to port back to the AC1 and then port across state, if you guys remember.
Oh yeah, like
many times. And then most importantly, we forgot that we had a bubble at AC1 and we ported and left a hole by AC1 inside our state. So we'll tighten that up a little bit, and it'll be a lot easier because there'll be less castle spots around AC1. There really will only be like, why is this here? We'll have, so basically our main defenders will be in row 1 and row 2. That's it. And then the rest is going to be buildings all the way, and then we'll have defenders around the outside, or possibly in the inside, but probably not. We'll probably just have tiles or buildings like one space apart like this. We'll kind of see. I'll kind of play with it a little bit as we get going. But we'll have far less castles at AC1 because we should need far less castles, if that makes sense, right?
Sorry, my computer locked up and I can't mute. Hold on.
Oh, no worries. We can always mute you.
Yeah, I'll probably be out front of the AC1 defending.
Yeah, and that's right. So we don't even need as many. Yeah, we don't need as many spots inside because we have, like, our first line of defense will be whatever war tile team that we called it last year. We'll just call it like Defense 1 or something this year, or this season. Yeah. They will be out away, and we'll drop some tiles and get their castles in place like that, right?
Yeah, when I get a heap more tiles, when we fill in around that AC1 with tiles, I'll make a couple spots for where I can, so when I abandon tiles, my castle can go in. I'm not
Yep.
worried about asking people to abandon stuff
Yeah.
or whatever.
And that defense 1, that'll be kind of the role of them to have their kind of, you tile your spot, so it's not a hole when you're not there, and then when you need to come back, you just drop your own tiles and come back, right? That was supposed to be the general idea on defense, but we're just going to tighten it up even more. And if someone's not there, we're just going to have our defenders tile it, and they can drop the tile if needed sometime. But if I just...
Well, we got that defense meeting tomorrow, so
Yep.
you can probably go into that into detail about where you want the castles in front of the AC1 and whatever.
Exactly.
We
Yeah, we'll definitely do that. Actually, that's some exciting news. It'll happen tomorrow. But Bibble's actually going to be joining the cleanup. He's going to help Vela as a captain on cleanup, co-captain there on cleanup, and we're going to have a new main defense captain step up. Kai has offered to. I don't know if offered or I asked her. I can't remember. She's graciously going to do it, probably. But also, Fox might be willing to step up. Basically, Canyon, Fox, and Kai are going to just kind of trio it, honestly. Kind of all learn from each other
sweet.
and work it together. And then we might even have, like, either you, Jim, or the Markles, or someone that was in that main tile defense team, right, to kind of help out, too, because none of the 3 that I mentioned before were ever in that chat with you guys, so you guys have...
but everyone's experienced enough now to with tiling, so...
Yeah, I think everyone's kind of got the gist of it, you're right.
It's just keeping your eyes open for where everyone is and where they're going for and stuff like that, which is all basic stuff.
Yeah.
It's just the communication, I think that's the main thing when, like you said, communication when we're at war.
Awesome. No, that's good. And yeah, that'll be the focus tomorrow. Tomorrow's session is it just defense or is it defense and attack? I mean, I should probably know this stuff, but...
Defense and tiling or something.
It's like defense and
pathing?
Tile cleaning. Like,
cleaning.
And then, so tomorrow's defense
and tile cleansing.
Yeah,
the cleansing will happen, right?
The cleanse.
Yeah. So defense and tile cleaning, cleansing, whatever it is. Basically, how the nice thing about that, why I grouped them together why we grouped them together, I should say, is because the defenders are usually the first people to take back the first purples, right? If they have any stamina left, they're the ones cleaning reds or taking purples as soon as the war is over. And then we have the cleanup team come in. So everyone kind of needs a good grasp on defense and tiles and all that jazz.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna take that moment to head out, you guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna run too. We're gonna shut her down right now, guys.
Sounds good.
All right, guys. Have a good day. I'll see you. Good night. See you later.
Yeah. Thanks,
yeah,
Jim.
Talk to you later.
Yeah, for sure.
Night, no.
Thanks.
Night.
Thanks everyone for being here. Appreciate it.
If anybody felt like they had a question and they didn't get an answer, just pop it in the submit a question channel.
Yes. Thank you so much for saying that, Kai. Appreciate that. All right, guys, let's get after it. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.